Okay, good afternoon and good evening to all you boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Yes, I know you've been waiting. I am not particularly apologetic, but you can take it as a slight contrition if you like. No, yeah, it's today was just weird because you know how normally I tend to do this at like 1 to 2 o'clock my time. Um, but it's been today has been interesting at least. Give me 1 second. Let me just reply to this text. It's interesting that you guys can't actually hear me crunching on chips. It's very nice actually. 1 second. I'm almost done this reply. Okay. All right. Let's do this. So, I'm still not sure I understand how powerful the Per Aspera Corporation is, because it feels a little bit ridiculous that they're able to just continuously sponsor this kind of stuff. I certainly did not expect that. Let's see, demand and production. Who can bring in a few more guys? Nine's not bad. Nine is I actually don't know how many are in the ship. Probably about 100, or even 50 actually. No idea. no idea. So that's going. We're getting tons of nitrogen. Good. Oh, and we do need. Huh? Also, the spaceports each need a whole bunch of aluminium, parts, electronics, and chemicals. And that's to build the ship. I mean, hasn't Elon already like perfected? I like how the moment I start talking about it, so for reference, some of the boys and girls in the chat have made a Elon Musk meme that they're posting whenever I talk about it, and I'm fairly certain some of them were just ready with it, because the moment I opened my mouth, Elon just started staring back at me in the Discord. It's not upsetting, it's just I did not expect it. So we are going to continue. I'm getting a lot of messages this afternoon. I usually don't. Yeah, I'm using it as an excuse because I don't want to talk to you guys. That's exactly it, and nothing else. It has nothing to do with the fact that, you know, all of us are working or anything like that. I wish. I'm not gonna repeat that on stream though, because that's not repeatable. I'm not. Don't even try. Why are they all leaving? Don't leave. Look, we have chemicals and water. What more can you need? CO2's. Oh, nice. With the amount of nitrogen that we are bringing in, We're reducing the amount of oxygen in the atmosphere and the amount of carbon dioxide. Good. But the partial pressure is a little bit more finicky than that, because we have to, at least on Earth, we have to make sure that oxygen is 20 odd %, because otherwise gas exchange doesn't work in our human lungs. So I wonder if that's going to be the case here, or if we're just trying to... Oh, actually, you know what? No, I think I get it. Essentially, the point is get CO2 down far enough, and then we'll release animals that can do the adjustments for us, right? Presumably. I think. Yeah, see? Bioengineered plants. Okay. Okay. Space elevator. It's ongoing. Good. we did have a quote unquote SPAC merger with Unity of Command. Yeah. So for those of you who might have not been here last time we talked about this, essentially we're pretending that SPACs, like in going along our analogy of, you know, each of the donating, what are they called, video games, people who are interested in these video games, each of them being a independent corporation. We've decided that the games that I propose, I will do in a IPO manner. And so by that I mean I'll write a prospectus, and you know we'll talk about how great the game is, and what the investor can find in return, as returns, right? And obviously we're not talking about financial returns here, but you know, in an IPO for a prospectus, for example, I could put like the investor will for example, if we were doing this for a first-person shooter, we would talk about how the investor could just watch me fail over and over again and derive, you know, his or her perverse pleasure from watching me fail. And so the opposite of that is when the Discord wants to propose a game, we would do it as a reverse merger, right? So the Discord will put together a one quick second. The Discord will put together a fund or a vehicle, public shell company, whatever you want to call it. But it would go public. It would raise enough money from, you know, the Discord, and then it would try to it would find a nice gaming target to then merge with. And we've made this, or I've made this very clear that and this is to protect our investors, that in that reverse merger, if it turns out that the investor is not happy with the target that the SPAC chose, the investor is entitled to their money back, right? And that's just normal for these types of things. Like you would expect it, because that is how these things should. Oh wow, okay, that is how these things should work. Because otherwise your investors, like if the investor just gives you money and then you go and merge with some random piece of, I mean, you guys know. So from what I was told, the merger for Unity of Command was actually not well accepted among the investors of the SPAC, and that there were quite a few redemptions before the end. Interesting. It is a good game though, but like I can kind of tell why not. Like I can kind of see why not, because it's not a game that appeals to everyone, right? Because it is a very it's a very nerdy game. It's a dad game at the end of the day, right? So you can kind of see why. Worker hub, storage center, and then spaceport as well. Is there no maintenance over here? No, I don't think there is. Excellent. So we're gonna put one here. Just double checking that my fission plant will reach all of them. It will not, so we will build another one down here. Why not, eh? Okay, so those orders are set. We can just continue as is. Look at how big our Martian colony is. And look at how busy these hyperloops are. I don't know, would it benefit for us to build another? Oh, this one isn't even looped properly. That's probably why it didn't work. The network got congested. Actually, you know, that's a good question. I wonder how badly this is like congesting my the calculations are for these, just like the ridiculous amounts of hyperloops I'm building. Because you would imagine it to be actually quite big. Yeah, because complexity in a graph, and this is just pure computer science at this point, complexity in a graph increases based on, oh wow, okay. Increases based on the amount of edges and the amount of what? Oh, I didn't build a what? Complexity in a graph increases based on the amount of edges and the amount of nodes in that graph. So if you have a bad edge or a bad layout in your graph, it will slow it down dramatically. And there's literally nothing you can do about it. It's almost like I'm an engineer or something. Almost like I studied computer science. Well, okay, I didn't. No, that's not true. I didn't study computer science. Technically, my major was semiconductor design because I didn't feel like doing computer science. That didn't. You're right. It didn't do me any favors. Let's bring some more silicon. But you know, I actually, so I personally, I very much enjoyed silicon design. Not that it helped me at all in the slightest, like, because my startups had nothing to do with it, right? So, but still, it was fun. I enjoyed it because the theory was very interesting. I'm just gonna do that. No, that's silicon, isn't it? Yep. And we're gonna need more aluminium. And that's true because we haven't built any aluminium mines in a while. It's aluminium. I don't care what you heathens say. It's it's aluminium. 1323, excellent. 100. Oh, look at that. That's excellent. Total pressure is now 500. What is Earth? Earth is like 1,000 millibars, I want to say. Earth atmospheric pressure. Pounds per square inch. Wonderful. Yeah, 1013. Yeah, so we're almost. So by the time we add another 120 millibars of nitrogen, we should be good. It does mean we might need more of these biodomes. Excuse me. am I not allowed to build a biodome? Okay, good. We have enough cyanobacteria. Look at that. The entire ocean is green at this point. Oh my god. Actually, why did the poles melt? That's weird, right? Because the poles... Oh no, we had mirrors. Right. We have mirrors, and those melted the poles. At least the North Pole. There's nothing on the south. That's right. Okay, we're good. Let's see. That's there. We should be expanding into this direction, I think. Look at me not connecting my hyperloops. Isn't it great? Aren't I great? You just love me. Oh, that one's not connected to the south. Not gonna marry your sister. There's nothing wrong with your sister. She's a wonderful woman. She's just, you know, like 10 years older than me. And even if she weren't, okay, I'm just gonna put this out there. It's still kind of weird for you to say so. Let's just be very clear about that. Let's see, 3. That's a perfect location for a maintenance facility. We're gonna do a fission plant in this direction. Now we're gonna do a worker hub. That should, yes, excellent. Now we're gonna do another fission plant here. Perfect, space elevator. We're gonna do bioengineered plants next, I think. Fission plant here. Excellent. And then another worker hub here. Storage center. Spaceport. Oh, that spaceport is not gonna get power. That's okay, we'll just build another one here. Excellent. Okay, so now let's build our space elevator. Space elevator. Is that what it's called? I can't even remember. Colonies, where is it? Oh, we probably need to put like some spaceports into it, don't we? Yes. Colonist migration. Anchor a carbon nanotube to the planet's equator, enables transportation. Can I do more than one? Wait, why does it need to? Oh, it needs 12 launches. Ah, okay. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9. That's okay. Well, I mean, if we're gonna do 9, then we might as well do 6, 2. Because we're gonna need 2 launches anyway, so that's 6. Excellent. Sectors are unlocked. CO2 is coming down pretty dramatically. Oh, that's because we've gotten enough nitrogen. CO2 is coming down. We are actually good. We don't need any more nitrogen imports. So that goes away. I'm not gonna have that, or that. Okay. Oh, but that gives us, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. So then we can do that in one run and then we'll be fine. Almost done with this, almost done with this. Magnetosphere. Oh, yeah, so it's gonna take us a while still. We have the total pressure that is about Earth's total pressure. And so, you know, like we still have a few of these nitrogen mines, I think, that are trying to output some stuff. So that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. Let's check on how our projects are going. Excellent. That's going well. They're gonna build the fission plant. What on this? You know, it's particularly interesting to me that they are the second type of colony is a crater dome. Like, as opposed to just digging a hole in the ground and creating an underground, like not even using a cavern, but actually just like digging into the ground and using, you know, the excavated soil and building underneath there. That I feel like that would have been more efficient than this, right? Because we're only housing 2,500 people. That's genuinely not a lot. So it feels like we could probably have used, you know, like different methods to house 2,500 people. We didn't need to build a piece of glass on top of a crater, right? And it's not like I don't have the industrial output to build diggers, right? Like I'm sure we could convince JCB to come work on excavating Mars, right? Like it yeah, that's what feels a little bit nonsensical, but it's okay. Is that not carbon? That's uranium. Okay, water, we're low on carbon. Water. Excellent. Let's look for extra sources of carbon, of which there's one here. You would think that, given that we're already building these, what are these things? Biodomes, that it would be able to provide us with a source of carbon. Because that's the whole point of biodomes. They fixate carbon. So why can't we just use that? I clicked the wrong button. Am I getting old? Is that what it is? Or are you just jealous? See, I don't know what happened there. Why did so many people leave? It's like we have the chemicals for you to stuff in your face. Oh, do we? Do we though? Maybe we don't. Oh, our production is no. Okay, so we are missing some production. Let's build some more. Let's build some more factories closer to our. As you can tell, I'm doing this completely badly. Remember, I can't remember if it was the last run stream of Per Aspera or the one before. At this point, because of the Per Aspera Corporation, they've essentially all run into each other. But the point I'm laboriously trying to make is that that's not gonna hit. And there's a maintenance facility over here? No, there isn't. Okay. The point that I was laboriously trying to make is, oh come on. Is something I completely forgot now. It has completely. Yeah, no, I don't remember for the life of me. Something about the Per Aspera Corporation making me forget. Come on, remind me. You guys can remind me. You don't have to play hard to get. It's not like I'm going to. No, I'm aware that the chat all they want is all they want is to watch me suffer, but like even so, I don't think this helps. Like does watching me suffer like in this particular method make them feel better about themselves? I don't think so. They have better ways of making themselves feel better than simply laughing at me. Whether they use it or not is a different question, of course. But like, yeah, I firmly believe they have better ways of doing so. Where are these people? Oh right, because we just brought another boatload of those guys. Okay, so we're 3 launches out, and then we'll be done with the space elevator. Excellent. We have a lot of air pressure, actually. That's probably more than we want. There's literally nothing we can do about that, I don't think. Tell me if there is, though. Well, so if the pressure is higher, actually, let me think. It doesn't matter if it's just like 10% higher. Like we are 10% higher right now. I'm not sure. 1, 3, 4, 3, 3. Okay, it's slightly going down, which is excellent. Like if it's too high, you might have an oversaturation of oxygen in your bloodstream, and then you can't actually breathe out properly. No, that's not true. Pretend I didn't say it. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. Pretend I didn't say that. Well, it would make breathing out a little bit harder because of air pressure, and so your lungs would have to work just slightly harder. That's not the problem. I think what I was going for in being a problem was like the partial pressure, but the partial pressures are fine. The partial pressures look okay ish. Actually, we might be low on oxygen. Should be okay. We'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen? Well, in this case, we kill a few colonists, but that's to be expected, right? We are colonizing Mars, and in canon, at least in this game's canon, like Mars is strewn. You see these eyes. They're all old colonies and stuff. And also, coincidentally, doesn't that look kind of funky? I assume it's because it gets too cold above a certain latitude, and so the cyanobacteria can't live. Speaking of which, we might introduce a few more in this area. It's okay though, because we need to get the magnetosphere up first anyway. So by then, presumably, we'll have like they're doing their conversions. They are doing their conversions, right? Yeah, you can see CO2 slowly diminishing. This is 92. See? Yeah, you can even literally watch it diminish. 0.02 millibars a day. That's really quick. At this rate, we'll run out of CO2. I'll need to find a carbon source and like make some more. What's demanding all my steel? It's okay. No, we'll keep the carbon sources for steel now, because that's more important. Aluminium, carbon, excellent. So silicon, carbon. Maintenance. Fission plant worker hub. Excellent. So I was looking to get essentially a 2 roads going, so that in case of future expansion, we at least have some room to expand. carbon mine. Wow. No problem. Like that. And we're going for this, yeah. Let's see. It's still being built? Guys. What are we missing? We have literally like... We have more than enough for all of you. What's going on? Come on. Hurry up. Okay, we don't need nitrogen. You know what? Let's import some more people. Because the humanity is our only resource for when we want to do research. So it only makes sense for us to bring in more people. Right? Let's see. This hyperloop is now connected. 1, 2, 3. Go. There's no hyperloop here. I think is this finished? It is finished. Wonderful. So 1, 2, 3. Excellent. Oh, there's some more nitrogen deposits. Not sure we need those, especially since these guys are still raising nitrogen. So like we're actually we're fine for now. What is this? Other gases. Argon. Nice. No, we're good. Ooh, there's carbon up here. So maybe we'll put another terminal here. Oh, that's good. That's a good place, right? I don't know why I'm asking you guys for permission. Coincidentally, this is to the Per Aspera Corporation again. Is this fun? Is this fun for you guys? Are you having fun? Are you enjoying life? Is this making you go, yes, today I'm going to wake up and I'm gonna see some douchebag play a game about colonization? Is that what you're thinking? I mean, I assume that's because I don't have anything else to base this off of. Here. Storage center. Spaceport. Excellent. Oh. Let's see if this can reach both sides. Perfect. Okay. Okay. I got distracted checking my phone and I come back and I see, yeah, it's the douchebag part. Okay. I cannot even fault you for that. That's pretty much what I expected. So go team. Oh look, no. Why are they still gathering? Oh, is it because we're low on carbon? I guess it must be because we're low on carbon. That's okay, okay. That means I've been doing the right thing all this time. Isn't it disappointing when I keep doing the right thing accidentally? Like, you guys must be devastated. My condolences, right? Like, oh my god, how dare. I'm so sorry. I'll endeavor to not do the right thing in the future. We've had a comment from someone who's watching this from through a different venue, that shall remain unnamed. Who apparently says that the way I just said that made him or her really want to smack me in the face. So look, you guys aren't the only ones who want to smack me. Congratulations. Yeah, yeah. Oh, does it not make you feel not special anymore? Well, luckily you were not special to begin with. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Your teachers have been lying to you all this time. I'm not sorry. Oh, coincidentally, can we do a time check, please? Oh no! Oh, my carbon. Oh. Okay, let's see if we can get there. Oh, that's a beautiful place for Hyperloop terminal too. Oh shoot. Well, we'll get there in the end. Another maintenance facility here. Worker hub. Efficient. No, we're gonna go with just a battery. Carbon mine. What happened to the other carbon mine? Why didn't it go down? Carbon. At this one, no maintenance either. Ugh. Ugh. This should be prioritized. It's a shame, but actually this is a good experiment. It'll show us what happens when water gets into our stuff. And honestly, I have no idea right now. This aquadome is not making bacteria. Probably not close enough. There, is that close enough? I'll pretend I didn't say this last part. Our carbon is going back up. Don't care too much about that. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. Oh, coincidentally, I just got a 4K monitor, and it's made my life dramatically better. Highly recommended. Well, okay, to be fair, I've also been really not on top of it. Not like most of the world. I was sitting on a ultra wide 1080p, and so going from that to a 4K monitor is incredible. Well, not incredible, but it's definitely appreciated, and especially because this one is pre-calibrated, which makes it just a tad more accurate for some of my drawings, right? Yeah, and that's kind of appreciated. I do enjoy that. It's okay. The battery's up, so now it's just a matter of getting this up. The Hyperloop's over there. Look, we're almost there. No magnetosphere. And that's because we're gate limited by carbon. God damn it. Okay, let's see. Let's do an allocation. special. Don't care about that. We'll do this. Can we do... How do I do that? It's not one of these. Okay, so where are these plants? Are they from in here? Oxygen release plant? No. Aquadome, biodome. Oh, it spawns it. So presumably then. Oh yeah, look at that. I feel like this is greener than it was before, which means it's probably spawning something. Algae, perhaps. It did say algae, right? Lichen and forests. Let's see what you... Nothing really. But you see what I mean, right? Like you see these biodomes and they're creating carbon. Why can't I use some of that carbon for carbon purposes? I should be able to. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, that was immediate. Okay. Which means we are actually going to run out of carbon dioxide. Oh, excuse me. I turn away and I come back and this is much faster than I imagined, because it was what? It's been like a month, right? That's a lot of this. Whatever this is. But the good thing about lichen and stuff like that is they still go through respiration, right? So they will end up taking some of the oxygen out of the air and turning it into carbon dioxide. It's just that they end up being net carbon dioxide fixation agents, which is fun. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cool though. You can see that because the wind is blowing in this direction, this is creating something. Why is it black? Oh no, look, it is grass. It's grass, it's like magic. Why is it down here? That's interesting. Do we have temperature? Temperature is fine. 30 degrees. Really? Oh wow, okay. 30 degrees, biome. Excellent. Grassland. Lichen woodland. Oh, look at... Really? All of that? Marine, polar marine. Interesting. But this is... What is this? Humidity. Ah, okay, it's because there's water there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so there's... And then, I guess, yeah, because grass spawns from this. And then, yeah, okay. So is it just the struggling to talk to myself, or is it the other parts where I'm pretending I know what I'm talking about that is exciting for you guys? Okay, all right, that's cool. But why won't grass grow along roads? Wonder what's going on. Let's see, no, temperature is fine. Biome is... Oh, what's happening here? Is that dry valley tundra? Okay. And that's pushed it north. Got it. It just killed our grass, but that's okay. Our grass is alive-ish. That means we should put it up on here. Right, the more we put down, the more Oh, but there's not enough water, right? Because there's, yeah, it needs to be where humidity is, and humidity is here in some amount. And you can see there's like lichen down there. So we're going to put another one here for the giggles. But this area should actually be quite good. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna put down a few here. I'm okay with it starting to deplete the CO2 a little bit. Partially just because we now aren't running in like issues of deficit. Because we can always burn stuff to make CO2, right? Like we'll just find some carbon and then we'll just like blow it up. Hold on, I just got like 10 text messages in a row. What time is it? Okay. Now we'll finish the stream. Yeah, no, there is a minor non-emergency. It's see, I don't want to complain, but like, yes, and I'm one of those people that say that and then adds the but at the bottom. Because it is a big stinky butt. Like sometimes I wish people worked or thought a little bit harder about what they were saying or the problems that they're encountering before asking me to try to solve. And yeah, and because it's family, you know, so it just ends up being like, oh, what am I gonna do? Say no? Physically impossible, right? Like, so, oh, look at that. Look at this grassland. That's pretty-ish. Didn't this have a lot of water in the past? I feel like it did. Well, it doesn't matter. We're greening this area first. That's cute. I love that. Look at that. Right, because we have grassland, suddenly this area is able to maintain its own water level, and that's very cool. That is how it is in society as well, and in society on Earth as well. Actually, interestingly enough, that's why there is a big push for like there are reasons to believe that if we can return mammoths to Siberia, that it would actually have a profound effect on climate change. Isn't that interesting? Well, partially. So a few reasons. Some of them slightly counterintuitive. I can't remember all of them, but essentially, because mammoths in the winter, like, they have to plod around and like dig out their food from underneath the snow. So counterintuitively, even though it decreases the albedo of Siberia because, you know, currently all of that snow is being reflected, but that is actually, the claim is that that is actually made up by the sheer amount of plant growth that will come from that, right? I.e., if the did I not build? Yeah, I did. If the mammoths returned, they would provide enough possibility for plant growth such that there's going to be a lot more carbon fixation going, right? But of course, the opposite is also kind of true, where right now the tundra is a pretty big storage of of greenhouse gases simply because of the bogs that exist there, right? Like and like millennia of decomposing animal material, including mammoths, have caused it to be quite rich in biomaterials. So if you end up doing something to it, and is this the only grasslands that we have? Interesting. Okay, so we'll build it up here. So if you end up building, releasing all of that, you are going to, in the short term at the very least, release a lot of greenhouse gases, partially a lot of which are actually methane as well. And so in the short term, you might see actually some very, very big changes. And so the question is that worth it? I don't have an answer for you, no. But it's a good discussion, right? And to me, that's sort of the kinds of discussions that science should have, because these are the kinds of discussions that are important. So yeah, I can't overemphasize how much I like those kinds of discussions, because they're not only interesting, but they have like material effect on the way that we should be thinking of policy, right? And that's am I sounding like a filthy social scientist? I am very sorry. I am very sorry. See, our oxygen is going back up. And that's just because we have so much grass, right? But ideally, you know, come dry season, see it like this. Oh, you see, this is, we're now in the winter, I assume. Let's look at temperatures. We were just past winter, so that's pushed our farmlands or our grasslands all the way up here. You see it here as well, right? That's very cool. That's very cool. I will give the simulation credit where it's due. That is very cool. There's water here, so let's build another biodome. Excellent. Is there no maintenance there? No, there is maintenance there. So what was it trying to tell me? What was it trying to tell me? Flood's on. Okay. Don't care. Well, if all of these places get flooded, it doesn't actually matter, right? Keeping in mind that none of this is human operated, and we're only doing this because we want access to a lot of these resources. And so by using the resources and encouraging water to come back, we're actually doing Mars a huge favor. Oh my god. Okay. I'm down. This is great. Look at that. Look at that. That's amazing. But of course, where's the grass? It might take some time to blow over, because you can see the prevalent winds are eastwards. And I assume that's what happened, is that we started here and then we added these guys, and that just blew the grass into this area. Researching, okay. Dipoles. Let's bring another few boatloads of dudes. They're still gathering. That's so annoying. Oh, that's alright. We're not in a hurry. We don't have the tech researched anyway, so it's actually fine. But like, why are they still gathering? Look, we have the carbon. Are we just low on iron? No. See, we're nowhere near low on iron. Weird. Weird. We have no carbon dioxide. So, wow. 100 months. That's really only 4 years. No, what am I saying? Excuse me. I'm so sorry. That's basically 8 years. 100 months is just 20 months shy of a decade, right? And so that's like 9 years and some. For whatever reason, I thought a year had 24 months for a while, and so that's where that came from. Don't think too hard about it. So is it true that if we build more... Because you see, this has provided a very firm hold for the grassland. So maybe if we just build, you know, and this does as well. So if we just build a whole bunch of... Oh, that would be interesting. Yeah, actually, what if I did this? Right, like I built an entire row of biodomes that have power. There we go. And would it now stave off the return of the dry spell in... I'm pointing north with my other hand, but really what I'm talking about is, would it stave off the dry spell that comes to here? That is genuinely interesting, and I know I'm a huge nerd, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine with me. I love you guys too. Thank you very much. But let's not. Let's keep it professional, eh? Okay, let's see. What month are we in? Oh no, see? Yeah, Mars has 24 months. There we go. Southern summer. Southern summer, but we have grass in the north. Look at that. Isn't that interesting? It's interesting to me. So yeah, so I want to see, because you see how this is now, what is this? This is humidity levels, right? Yeah, this is humidity level. So if we can generate a wall of humidity here, would that mean that as the frost comes back up, that will like save this area? That's What do you mean by sciencey way of thinking? I'm not trying to understand. I'm not trying to do anything with science. I'm not trying to convince you. I have a research question that I'm interested in, and therefore I'm proposing an experiment, and therefore I want to view the results of the experiment afterwards. It's quite that simple. Oh, but it is coming too quickly. Yeah. No, see? It just completely overrode our grassland. But will it kill our grassland? That is the question, right? Because you see the amount of humidity that we are now generating, and you can see that the humidity is what? It's moving northwards, right? So we're generating this wall of humidity here that ideally should prevent this area from drying out. It kind of hasn't, though. Right, and actually that's partially what soil reclamation against the desert would do, right? You start with shrubs, you start with lichen, and that anchors the sand down. And once the sand is anchored down, then you can start adding more deeper rooted stuff. And it's a slow and painful process that certainly doesn't take just a few months or a few days in this case, right? Because this is like the lichen just or not even lichen, the grass was just eager to get going, and the moment I planted it down, it just went crazy. I did not expect. So you see, right? Like we have this area of moisture now that is completely saturating this area, and so ideally, I guess, as the no, what is this? This is southern winter. As the southern winter retreats, Actually, where are we? Yeah, as the southern winter retreats. And keep in mind, we don't actually have a northern winter per se, because the north is saturated with mirrors that are beaming just like heat straight down onto the top, right? And so that's why this grassland is just continuously being grassland. Is there anything else besides grass, though? Doesn't seem like it. It's interesting to me, actually, if you look at it, we built this wall, but there's actually really not much that is being done to push southwards. Right? You see that? Like, this area is pure grassland now because we have that humidity, but you can see that humidity is like the winds are pushing it northwest-ish, and so like it's going into this area. Actually, I wonder if I can just generate some water in this area by doing this. Or 1% CO2. That's so funny. But if anything, this has this particular experiment I would consider a great success because we now know almost exactly the conditions necessary for us to support our. Let's see, can we? No, we can't. For us to support a proper grassland, right? Partially, it's also that we now know that wind is blowing in a certain direction. Oh, interesting. And so I would then assume that this starts to push southwards. But no, the point I was laboriously trying to get to is we want to expand in this direction so that we can make this all nice and verdant as well. And I'm not going to place like walls of biodomes like I did before because now that's not really what we're going for, right? Like we just here the point was to see if we could generate a wall that would slow down that what was it? The dry valley. And the answer was kind of no. But that's to be expected. Is the game audio getting louder? It looks like it is on my end. Should I turn off the our background music? Okay. You know, you guys need to tell me this. Otherwise, I'm not gonna do it. It doesn't. Oh, what happened here? I didn't even build these yet. Okay. Oh, that's lovely. Look how much grass that there is here. That is grass, right? It's grass. Lovely, lovely. See, look. The winter is returning, and so this that used to be grassland is now no longer grassland because. Yeah, you see moisture has disappeared. But moisture exists in these because that's how we define them to be. And we are just gonna see it. I don't know, actually. Will we see it just disappear? Who knows? But this does give me an idea. We should build a few here. Like that. I thought I was paying attention to the resources, and I'm not seeing anything wrong except for iron. But iron, we have enough production. Or steel. Oh, do we? Yeah, we have enough production of iron to meet our demands. We should be okay. Let's see, colonists, nitrogen, space. Are you guys still going? Come on. Come on. Come on, boys and girls. Why are they still gathering? You would imagine that, like, with the sheer amount of resources that we have. Space elevator. So gather resources. Can I do that? Would that make it easier? So you see, it does make it easier, but like, why? Okay. Right, like it's weird. That's a little bit nonsensical. I don't understand why that happened. Because this now is immediately fine, and then this is now getting very close. Yeah, that's weird. That's okay though. That's alright. Ah, you see. Yeah, I did push it back, but it didn't push it back on this end. And that's because we have created this wall of humidity. That's good. Good to know. And so that's what I'm going to do here actually, is I'm going to create this wall of humidity essentially by the river. And the idea is, can we then guarantee that this becomes a grassland as soon as possible? Because right now, if we look at it, yeah, because there's a hole here, there's a penetration that forces a dryness spell, and that kills grass. Presumably. Yeah, you see, all the grass is dead. Not only does it kill grass, it probably also kills lichen, right? And so that's we don't want that. This area, you could probably bring it down this way. 0 carbon dioxide. That's so funny. We're literally sitting at 0 carbon dioxide. Oh, and because we are at 0 carbon dioxide, we're at -2 degrees because we have lost our carbon dioxide contribution. Oops. We can import 1. Let's do 1. Yeah. Just to give the planet a little bit more warmth. What's going on here? Oh, and that's because the northern winter is expanding downwards. But that's okay. Oh, interesting. Look at this. Right? This is killing all of my grassland. What? But there's still grass here, right? Yeah, that's grass. Oh, we're way over time. Why didn't you guys? Okay. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, please download Firefox. Don't go to Chrome. Have a good day. You guys are absolute. You guys are mean. You guys are mean. Mean-spirited, mean people. Okay, bye.